first thing we're going to do before we do any repairs, unplug the dryer. All right, today's repair is squeaking in this Amana dryer. Once again, we are looking at model NED 4600YQ1. The rollers that help roll the drum are squeaking. They need to be relubricated. We'll open it up and take a look. First thing I'm going to have to do is pop the top up. And to do that, we'll remove the lint screen and take these two screws out so we can lift the top up. Let me go ahead and do that. Be careful not to drop them in there. It looks like it would be pretty easy to do. So let me remove those and we'll pop the top open. Okay, those two screws are out. They were Phillips head and you just get those out. Now I'm going to lift the top up here. I'm going to have to kind of get my fingers under there and it should just pop right up and then we will look inside. All right, we're going to pop this open. That side, and there we go. Next thing we have to do is take out each of these right here, these screws, and that is going to be a 5/16 bit. So let me get those out and we'll pop the front off. Okay, those screws are out. This is ready to come off. Before we do that, we will have to disconnect this door switch cable connector. And basically I will get a little flathead and put it in each side to get those tabs pressed in, and then I'll be able to pull it apart. Let me go ahead and do that. Basically you need to insert it in there, just wedge it in there and then turn it a little bit and it should pop right out like it did here. There we go. All right, now that we have that disconnected, this should just pull out and up. And wow, there's some money in there. There's a few coins in there, a few quarters, and some hair and dust. Let me get that cleaned out. But before, let's see if we can see the rollers. Yep, there's one roller there. You can see it, the black roller, and I think there's another one right up in there. Be able to get a better shot of it once I get the drum out. Okay, to get the drum out and access the rollers, we're going to have to get this tension belt removed. I think we pull it back. Pull it back. Take the belt off there, and it is removed. We'll pull the drum out now. I should just come right out. Let's see. There's the belt on there. That just slides right out. Okay, I took the coins out, vacuumed it up a little bit, cleaned it up. Not seized up, but if you turn it, you can kind of hear the squeakiness. This one has some hair on it, and anyway, we're gonna pull these off and lube them up. So let me go ahead and see what we need to do. We're gonna have to get a little flathead to pry off that connector there, and then the front should come off and we'll be able to pull those off. Let me get a screwdriver. Wedge it behind here to get it started. Move it up a little bit, and then get behind the connector and work your way around that. And that's off. That should pull out. And let's see here. We have another connector we have to get off on there. Let me see what we need to do to get that one off. Okay, what we're going to need to do is pry off this plastic piece that's protecting this from sliding off. This one here, the plastic piece was on there. Just carefully get a screwdriver in there. And push up one of the ends. Hard to do this one-handed. Let me see if I can get a better way to do this with two hands. Okay, get it. This one actually cracked, so it'll just pop off. This one's located right next to the heating element under there, so I'm sure years of heat got to this and made it a little bit more brittle. But the other one came off pretty easily. Just slide a little piece under there of your screwdriver, the tip, and then you'd be able to work it off. Anyway, that is off, and there it is. A little hair stuck back here. Anyway, clean that off, and then I'm going to lubricate each one of these and put them back on. That one also has hair on the back. And another plastic piece too, it looks like, on there. But let me clean those off. We'll get them lubed and put back on. Okay, I have each of those cleaned up pretty good. I'm going to apply some white lithium grease. But I'm sure any or most types of lubricants would work. And I'm going to apply the grease to that and then put the spindles or the rollers back on. I'll add a little bit more to that side there. Okay, we have the lithium grease on each one of them. I will go ahead and put the rollers back on. In fact, I'll add a little bit more grease to the outside here of each one of these, just so we have it fully lubed. I've added a little bit more to each one of those. Work it on there. This is the grease. I'm using white lithium grease lubricant. I've had this for years and years and years. Used it for different things, but it seems like it would be a good lube for this purpose. So I got that on there. I'm going to reattach the connectors to the outside. The cracked one, let me see exactly how it fits. I may substitute something else like a C-clip if I have something that'll fit. Let me put these on and we'll see how it works. I didn't have a C-clip big enough, so I just put the cracked one back on. It fits fine. It's basically just so it doesn't go past that area there. And with the other connector on the outside of this, it's not going anywhere. Those are moving nice and smooth. And I will now go ahead and reassemble everything back to how it was. So what we will do is get the drum in there and then hook this back up to the belt. Okay, to get the drum back in, you can see on the end here, there's a little lip. That's where the rollers go under there. So it has to kind of fit over this, and then this fabric needs to fit on the outside of that. So the easiest way to do it is just get it over the lip at the bottom, and then as you rotate it, the fabric around the sides will kind of line up around there. Let me get this in and I'll show you. Okay, I set it up inside the lip, and you can see the fabric is kind of sticking out in a few areas, but if you actually get it on the rollers and then start rotating it, the fabric will straighten itself up around the outsides, and then it should fit good like that. Let me go ahead and get the belt back on the roller down here. Okay, so we will connect the tension roller back to the bottom like that. And this is going to be, the belt is going to be fed under the tension roller back to the motor. Give it a good pull there. Line it up correctly. It fell off the tension roller. It looks like it's connected there. I actually put a bar of Fell's Naphtha soap under there to jack it up so I could actually work on this. And there we go. Let me take the soap off. It's on there. I'll get the front door back on and we'll see if this thing rolls. Okay, we're going to put the front back on. We're going to line up. Again, there's like a fabric here. This is going to go inside here. So get that lined up. You can see there's little slots that need to be connected here, so it needs to go up. So you can eyeball it a little better. There we go. Probably better to get those lined up before you actually get the center lined up. Or at the same time. Let's see. Get in there. There we go. Okay, both the bottoms are back in the slots. This is around the door. Everything's lined up good. And then we'll get these two screws in up on the sides here. Started. Okay, and then we'll connect this door switch again, and it only goes in one way. All right. Let's plug it in and give it a go. See if she turns. Close the door. Turns. No squeaking. Just as I hoped. Okay, well that looks like it's pretty much it. Go ahead and pop the top back on. Put these two screws back in. Over here. And then that will wrap it up. Put this back in. And that is ready to go. Thanks for watching.